Welcome to this video from Tax Cases channel. Long-term capital gains under the Income Tax Act enjoys a special rate of tax at 20%, while the business income is taxed at 30%. So the real estate developers opt for LTCG, while the assessing officer opts for business income. In phenomenal number of cases, this aspect is fought. This is a case where all the appellate authorities from CIT appeals to ITAT to Bombay High Court to Supreme Court hold on to the same position. Listen to the video, click on the like button and subscribe the channel. This appeal under Section 260A of the Income Tax Act challenges the order dated 16th December 2015 passed by the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, the impugned order dated 16th December 2015 is in respect of assessment year 2008-9. The revenue are just the following question of law for a consideration of the Bombay High Court. Whether on the facts and in the circumstance of the case and in law, the tribunal was justified in treating the income received of 69 crores assessable on sale of non-agricultural land as long-term capital gain instead of business income, ignoring the business aspirations of the assessee. The respondent is a partnership firm engaged in the business of building construction and land development. In its return of income for this assessment year, the respondent declared its total income of 62.85 crores. During the course of scrutiny proceedings, the assessing officer noted that the respondent had showed an amount of 62.34 crores as long-term capital gains on account of sale of plot measuring 2.1 lakh square meters. This land was a part of 2.6 lakh square meters purchased by the respondent in the year 1986 and the conveyance was made in the year 1989. A part of the purchased property had been developed by construction of buildings. The remaining portion of the property, measuring 2.1 lakh square meters, had been sold by the respondent in the previous year relevant to assessment year for a total consideration of 69 crores. And after deducting the expenditure, the respondent had offered long-term capital gains on the sale of land at 62.34 crores. However, the assessing officer was of the view that as the business of the respondent assessee was construction, the 2.1 lakh square meters should be treated as stock in trade and the income or gain arising on the same should be taxed under the head income from business and not as capital gain in its assessment order dated 30th December 2011. Being aggrieved with the order dated 30th December 2011, respondent filed appeal to the Commissioner of Income Tax Appeals, CIT Appeals. In appeal, the CIT Appeals on consideration of the entire record found that respondent had shown sufficient compliance with the CBDT Circular number 4 of 2007, dated 16th June 2007, to justify that the 2.1 lakh square meters was held by it as an investment. The land was shown in its books of account as an investment with effect from 1st April 2000 and not as stock in trade. The conversion of land as investment was accepted by the revenue in the earlier assessment orders passed under section 143 subsection 3 of the Income Tax Act. The statement of purchasers of the land that the land purchased was agricultural land and had obtained necessary permission to make it non-agricultural. The 2.1 lakh square meters of land was valued at cost year after year and not at cost or market price, whichever is lower, as applicable to stock in trade. Therefore, on the aforesaid finding of the fact, CIT appeals allowed the appeal of the respondent. The revenue being aggrieved by the order of the CIT appeals filed an appeal to the tribunal. The impugned order dated 16th December 2015 of the tribunal confirmed the fact that land was purchased in 1986 and since 2000 the land has been shown in the books of account as investment. It further records that in the earlier assessment year 2008-9, an inspector was deputed by the assessing officer to verify the correctness of the status of the land, that is an investment or not. On inspection, the inspector reported that no construction was carried out on 2.1 lakh square meters of land which was held as investment. On these facts, the tribunal upheld the finding of the fact by the CIT appeals to hold that 2.1 lakh square meters of land is an investment. In this view, the impugned order dated 16th December 2015 dismissed the revenue's appeal. The learned counsel for the department, in support of the appeal filed by the department, submits that as the business of the respondent is of construction, the purpose and object of holding land could only be for business purposes and not as investment. Therefore, he submitted that any gain or profit earned by the respondent on sale of land ought to be taxed under the head business income and not as capital gains. The Bombay High Court found that both the CIT appeals as well as the tribunal have come to a concurrent finding of fact on examination of the record that 2.1 lakh square meters of land has been held by the respondent as investment. This, it found, is evident from the books of account, balance sheet of the appellant, and the treatment given to it in its accounts. This finding of fact was further confirmed by the visit of the inspector, who was deputed by the assessing officer to verify the correctness of the respondent's claim that the 2.1 lakh square meters of land was being held as an investment, as no construction activity was carried out on the same. The submission made on behalf of the appellant completely ignores the fact that it is always open to an assessee to hold the same class of assets as investment and also as stock in trade. There is no bar in law for a person dealing in land to also have investment in land. Thus, there is no substance in the submissions made by the department representative. The impugned order dated 16 December 2015 of the tribunal is essentially a finding of fact which is not shown to be perverse in any manner. Therefore, the proposed question does not give rise to any substantial question of law, thus not entertained. Accordingly, appeal dismissed, no order as to costs. The Bombay High Court held the case in favor of the assessee, treating income as capital gains. Against the order of the Bombay High Court, before the Supreme Court, the principal CIT of Mumbai came as a petitioner against the respondent Jogani and Diyalani land developers and builders. Upon the hearing of the counsel, the court made the following order: that the delay is condoned, the special leave petition is dismissed, pending application if any stands disposed of. The net effect of the judgment means the gain is treated as capital gains. Thank you for a patient hearing. In order to get more such videos, kindly subscribe this channel and click on bell button to receive new videos in real time. Please like the video in order to encourage to make more such videos.